All right, so I finally got around to going to the range, and I did get some footage about comparing this Herrington Arms Compensator on my Springfield Echelon to the regular Springfield Echelon without the Compensator. And I'll even throw in my previous stats for you about the OEM Springfield Echelon comp and the recoil mitigation between the three. I think you're going to be really surprised by the results, so stick around, and if you do enjoy the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like down below. If you don't know, my Springfield Echelon is a basic Echelon. I've been wanting to add a comp to it for a while, and a lot of you guys speak very highly about Herrington Arms, so I went ahead and bought their comp. And I also bought the Springfield Echelon threaded barrel. Yeah, this thing's freaking cool. But let's go ahead and let's show you guys the data that I got. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you guys some range footage that I got, and the results were pretty darn surprising. So I used 3 mags per test, and this is what I got. So the non-comped version of the Echelon, which is just your basic Echelon, I was getting 16.65 degrees of muzzle rise. That's what I'm measuring in this test, is muzzle rise, because that's really what we care about. So 16.65 degrees of muzzle rise without any comps. Now with the factory comp on the Echelon, meaning the Echelon comp, the thing that is completely factory, has a warranty, all that good stuff, I got 14.39 degrees of muzzle rise. I did a previous video on that, so you guys should already know that. If you don't know, go ahead and check out that video. And with the Herrington Arms Compensator, this really surprised me. I got 10.4 degrees of muzzle rise. That compensator reduced a lot of recoil. It was more expensive, so keep that in mind. I did spend about $200 total for this kit with the threaded barrel and the Herrington Arms compensator, but honestly, judging from the results that I got, it was pretty darn worth it. That means going from 16.65 degrees of muzzle rise down to 10.4 degrees of muzzle rise, this compensator reduced 37.53 degrees of muzzle rise. That is pretty darn good. So if you're on the fence about getting a Herrington Arms compensator or just comping your Springfield Echelon, I would say if you're going to do it, the factory comp didn't really help that much. The Herrington Arms compensator doubled what the factory comp did. If you're going to get a comp for your gun, you might as well just go for it all the way. Get the Herrington Arms compensator or something similar to it, because the amount of recoil reduction that I got was much, much better than what Springfield did from the factory. So the results really surprised me there, but the only downside with the Springfield Echelon with the Herrington Arms compensator is holster fitment. If you everyday carry this gun, that's an extra probably 1.5 inches that you're adding on to the end of your gun. It's not ideal, but it does help the muzzle rise a lot. For me personally, I don't carry this gun if I went like camping or if I was out at like a shooting range. This is the gun that I would have on my hip, but other than that, I don't carry it. I sure as hell don't appendix carry this. This thing is super uncomfortable for me. If you everyday carry an Echelon, throwing out another inch and a half of length on the end of your gun probably isn't a good idea. So at this point, the only thing I have left to do is to get a grip module for this gun, and I think the Echelon build will be done. Because I already got the comp, I already got the flashlight that I wanted for it, I got the red dot that I want for it, I got the trigger that I want for it. Next really is just the grip module, and I don't want to spend $400 on a grip module right now, so I will get to that at a later time, but just check that out. That is super cool. 37% of muzzle rise reduced is insane. That is such a good value, and shout out to Herrington Arms for making such a cool product that is effective. That is awesome. The only downside, other than obviously just it being overall longer, is that when you're shooting this gun, this comp makes this a whole lot hotter. This gun was very hot to the touch after 4 magazines. I was able to take off the compensator, put on the regular threaded barrel, because that's the order that I did it. Man, when I was done with the other 3 magazines, or 4 magazines, so 8 mags total, I couldn't really touch the gun at all. There was definitely hot points on this gun. I was kind of surprised, but the takedown pin, I'm going to call it, was actually extremely hot to the touch. I was not able to put my thumb on it at all because it was burning me. So if you're going to be comping your Echelon, and if you're going to be shooting it a lot, especially in like one day, wear gloves. Just wear gloves, trust me. But I would say for the setup that I have, this is a pretty freaking awesome gun. It is very capable. It is very accurate. And honestly, I think this is a great bedside gun. Maybe I would throw a suppressor on the end of it. Hopefully that those get off the NFA list here soon. But I mean, obviously putting a comp on your bedside gun, probably not your best idea. but a suppressor, definitely. This gun is pretty freaking wicked. If you have a compensator on your Springfield Echelon, let me know which one you got. And if you guys want me to test other ones, let me know. I'd be more than willing to compare other compensators to the Herrington Arms one. I'm really glad to see that Herrington Arms was able to reduce a whole lot more recoil, quite literally double the amount. I was really surprised to see that they were able to squeeze that out of that comp, and it's pretty darn affordable. The only thing you needed was a threaded barrel. I bought my threaded barrel through Kind Sniper, so kindsniper.com, I think is what they are. Very, very affordable there if you guys do want a threaded barrel. I don't know them, have not talked to them. I literally ordered mine there. Took a little while, but it was basically half the price where it was everywhere else. All right, and if you are new to the channel, the total build that I have here, I have the Streamlight TLR1 flashlight, the Holosun 507C red dot optic, I have the Herrington Arms compensator, and then I have the Tyrant CNC trigger. I believe it's the ITTS trigger. And then I also have the Springfield Echelon threaded barrel. I will say the next thing I would like to get is a magwell for this grip module. That is on my list of things to do. So if you guys have a magwell that you recommend that works with the OEM magazines, let me know down below. But yeah, if you guys have any more upgrade ideas that I should do to my Springfield Echelon, let me know down below in the comments. If I do a grip module, I'll probably be doing the Icarus Precision one. I haven't fully decided on that, and like I said, I don't want to spend $400 right now. So yeah, that pretty much concludes everything for the video. Let me know what your thoughts are about the Herrington Arms compensator on the Springfield Echelon. And like I said, if you guys want me to compare other ones, just let me know. Thank you guys for all the support. I greatly appreciate it. It's Carnage Defense. I'll see you guys in the next one.